fucking douchebags. Although, and we'll talk about it. Well, how
next
that?
item
Yeah,
on
all right,
the
that
list.
Wonder Woman. There's a segue. We're getting better at this after fucking how many years? I don't think we've ever had an actual just like super smooth segue ever.
Like now that you mentioned
We even fucked that one up, and that one was really easy.
we just pointed the fuck out whenever we do a good job.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Wonder Woman got a new trailer.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Oh my god.
That's how
A lot of
May,
slow-mo,
right?
Lot of slow-mo.
I'm a little
I remember
worried.
you talking about like, oh, there's a lot of slow-mo.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that it's gonna go fucking 300 on us, and it's just gonna be like, okay. And it's a woman directing it too, right?
Huh.
You know?
Is it? I think she did Monster. I think that was her other movie.
Monster. The one about the serial killer prostitute?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Oh
That was a good movie.
Yeah. That bitch, ooh, yeah. That's Charlize. You know she's
not in Monster.
She's no, but that's how you. That's why she's
that's why she's
best
awesome.
around.
But
yeah. She's South African. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I will trust you on this.
I think I could totally be making that up. She's
Google.
Maybe she was in like a South African movie.
Yeah. She's probably from Massachusetts. I'm just making
From
shit up.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. She's what do we,
Very talented.
Yeah, she's very talented.
Very proud of her Icelandic heritage.
Yeah. What a nightmare of a people, the
Icelanders.
Icelanders.
Why?
Because they don't know how to eat.
They're a tiny little island. They don't have many options.
They need to eat
Yeah.
fish.
Fucking find a better place to live.
Move!
No, it's supposed to be really nice there.
Iceland?
Yeah, it's covered in green.
Yeah, okay. I know, we all know. Alright?
Then why are you
We've
questioning
been
it?
talking about it since we were in first grade. You know that, Iceland's really
Then why,
great.
if you've known it since first grade, then why are you bringing up that it's a shitty place to live?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be professional.
You've never said that before.
Wonder Woman looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real good. Looks
That
real
Gal Gadot, man, she's so fucking. I was talking to one of the girls that I work with today, where like she so steals the show in Batman vs Superman.
She's
like,
the best part
she's
of that movie.
easily the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't on board for the longest time because I was just like, she's too frail. She's like too tall and she's too frail. And man, that is just not the case, dude. She pulls that shit off, dude.
Yeah, but
she's such a badass. That with that overdrive guitar and her
She's
shield and. Well, yeah, but I mean,
gauntlets.
well, you know the girl who plays Sif from the Marvel movies. She's not in there super often. Lady Sif. She's kind of like a smaller, stockier.
Who is this?
Lady Sif. So you know how there's his
Which
three
movies?
warrior friends, and then the
Oh,
woman.
Thor.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah,
Her.
yeah, okay, got it.
Like I when I first saw her, I was just like, oh my god, that chick is
Wonder Woman,
perfect
yeah.
for Wonder Woman. Yeah. But I don't know, dude. I'm so hyped for this, and I really hope it's good because like if this one comes out and like it looks great, and if this one
If this
comes out
one's
and this one
good,
eats shit,
yeah.
like it's really gonna.
Yeah,
it's
this one's
really
gonna be a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
this
I
is
mentioned in the last podcast.
fair.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's great.
Go watch the new trailer.
Alright, we've got a possible Game of the Year nomination. What is it, James?
Well, yeah. Oh, you beat me to it.
It's my expansion.
I know. I'm gonna touch it. Horizon Zero
Fuck you,
Dawn.
James, you're wrong.
Fuck you.
Tiernan, what is it?
A possible game of the year?
What,
Yeah.
Zelda?
XCOM?
No.
Zelda?
Fuck you.
What game?
We're still on the news, by the way.
Zelda?
I made it sound like we were moving into James's topic, but we're not.
So he set me up. What a motherfucker.
You son of a bitch. The game that I'm talking about is Night in the Woods.
What?
Which
I've heard of
is-
this.
Fucking amazing.
Is it
It's the
PS4?
second game I beat this
Is
week.
that's
Yes,
the
it is.
that's the one where the plane crashes and the guy winds up in the woods, right? And it's dark and it's a survival game, right?
No,
No?
it's not. It's an indie game.
You are fucking
Yeah.
wrong.
It's not that.
It's not that?
No. It's got these cat-like characters. I'm gonna Google it real quick. What the?
Oh, is that the one where you're like, there's like things are kind of blue,
Where you're that cat-like
and
character.
there's the lights.
Night in the Woods.
Yeah, I gotta check this out. What was that one that I'm thinking of? I think David Hayter's in it.
I have no idea. This is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I like the art.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the PlayStation and I didn't pay much mind.
Yeah, bud. It came out recently.
Was it
It's
a platformer?
Kind of. It's got like
puzzles.
the main game is kind of platforming, but it's got like sub games to it, where one of them is like a rock band sort of thing, which comes up like 3 or 4 times, and then there's just
I
like
enjoy Rock Band.
beating up some other things. So it just I really
How
enjoyed
long
it.
did it take you?
It took me a while. I don't remember how long because it was just like a lot of separate sittings.
Be right back.
Where are you going, James?
Oh, that's gonna turn off.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
All right, cool.
Oh, cool. Never mind.
How much is it?
It might be $20.
Yeah, I think it's that $20 holler.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's game of the year. Game of the year material.
Yeah?
I don't think an indie game
Calling it right now.
ever won game
Well,
of the
they
year.
have their own like subplot.
Yeah, but that's almost like kind of like a weird problem.
Yeah. Did a game of the year? Did Journey like not win game of the year?
I mean, if an
It
indie
depends
game
on
could,
who you're
Journey
going.
did.
Yeah, it depends on who you're going through too.
Who would we go through?
I don't know. I like IGN.
Yeah.
I think we're IGN people here.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I just like the people at IGN.
But this game is a 10 out of 10, and I think it deserves to win
Really?
game of the year.
Really?
Yeah, bud. It's
Now,
just-
I mean, we're also early in the year. Let's.
No, bud. This game will win.
Because I mean,
Zelda can go fuck itself. Horizon can go fuck itself. Mass Effect can go fuck itself. This game is coming out on top.
oh my God, Tiernan, this chair. It's so fucked up down there. It's so bad.
What do you want out of me?
A fucking better chair.
That's interesting. I will have to consider this one. I can't tell if you're fucking with me, if you're just trying to get me to burn $20 on a piece of shit.
No,
Yeah,
bud.
bundle it.
No.
I was hoping.
I'd burn Zelda to the ground to play this game, like, all the way through again.
You haven't even played Zelda yet. You can't say that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not
I
wrong.
want to play Zelda.
Cool. I'll check it out. They
really
should check it out too.
It's
Yeah.
really sad.
All 11 of you.
Real sad game.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got this realism that I feel like is not reflected in too many other games. Like how realistic it feels to me.
Interesting.
Like I feel like this game could be happening next door to me.
Wow.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm intrigued.
Except like the extremely bad thing that happens in this game. Like, that better not be happening in my fucking neighborhood.
Rape?
Murder?
Rape?
No, it's murder.
Alright.
Oh.
I guess.
Maybe.
I win, Tiernan.
Murder most foul.
Murder doesn't bother
Is
me.
it a murder mystery?
Tiernan murders people for fun.
He wants to murder us to stop the podcast. Is it like a murder mystery?
Kind of, James. It's kind of got this ghost
Kinda.
thing going on.
How do you say it like that?
I don't know, it made me laugh though.
I'll check it out.
You should. It's good. It's a real good game. Game of the year.
It's, dude, that's the other thing is, and I don't know if this is one of our topics, I don't think it is, but like, we were talking about it a little bit before the podcast, like, if the games that are supposed to come out this year actually do come out this year, like,
There's some good
holy
games.
shit, man. Like, holy shit will, like, this year of 2017 be,
There'll
like,
be very good
arguably
games
one of
this
the
year.
best years of gaming ever. I mean,
Yeah.
like, holy shit. I mean, the ones that I'm thinking of in particular are Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Days Gone, Detroit Becoming Human. Those are, like, the 4 that haven't already released that I'm, like, extra stoked about. Possibly South Park. Injustice 2 is coming out.
Bloodstain, Ritual of the Night.
I don't know what that one is actually.
Well, it's 'cause you're a fucking loser.
What is it? What
That's
is it?
that's the one that Iga's doing. Right? It's basically
Like
the
Castlevania.
it's the
kinda game?
Castlevania one. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that-
cool.
Cuphead.
Cuphead, definitely.
Cuphead looks really good.
Spider-Man on PlayStation looks great.
Yeah.
Um,
That's not gonna happen.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, a
We'll
lot
see,
of
yeah,
these
we'll
are
see.
highly, highly questionable, and not all of them are going to come out this year. But what if they did?
Even if like half of those don't, it's still
Right.
bonkers.
Yeah,
Bonkers.
dude,
Bonkers.
very
here.
good.
New Mass Effect, which hopefully will be excellent. Zelda, which is supposed to be phenomenal.
This little fucking
Oh man, Horizon,
situation
which
right
we'll
here.
talk about
Oh.
more.
Night in the Woods.
Night in
Night
the Woods.
in the Woods.
Yeah.
That was a game.
God,
Oh my
fucking
God.
awesome game. 10 out of 10. Fuck Zelda.
Game of the year. I'll burn Zelda to the ground. Oh god. But oh man, very very exciting. And hopefully we'll, for a lot of these things, we'll start getting some more solid street dates soon.
We can only hope.
Yeah. Hey, you know, Scorpio.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
definitely.
That's a big thing.
I kinda wish there was one more Microsoft exclusive to look forward to.
Is there not?
Cuphead. That's all I can think of.
Cuphead's not even an exclusive anymore.
It's not.
No. Double check me on
When
that.
did that happen?
That's interesting.
Months ago, I thought. But, yeah, dude, that's fucking weird, right? I mean, and, like, we've got a bunch of conferences and shows to, like, well, not to go to, but to watch.
I wish we could go
because
to,
we're fucking
yeah.
losers. Are there, can we not come up with a Microsoft exclusive, like an Xbox exclusive that's
They
supposed to come out?
canceled the one that I was excited about,
Scalebound,
Scalebound.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Fable game.
They canceled
Got
that. Fable
canceled.
Legends. Yeah.
There's that weird card game that was supposed to come out that we haven't heard anything about.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
It's vanished into obscurity.
Wow, dude, yeah, the exclusive situation
It's
is
bad.
yeah.
Like, it's not a good situation at all. And like obviously they're focusing on their hardware. Like Microsoft is working hard.
Yeah, but even then, so like, what are you gonna you're gonna
what
come out
games?
with like potentially a $400 or $500 console that's gonna and then how many
What are we gonna
exclusives?
play on?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can't find anything about it on PS4, man.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I hope you're right because I'd rather play it on PS4.
Fuck yeah.
But like, I think that's still a Microsoft like exclusive, like PC and Xbox One.
I'll put money down that it's going to be a timed exclusive. You know, because like
Sure.
we went our
I'll get
entire I'll get it fucking later.
Really?
I'll get it when it comes to PlayStation.
Well, you
Just
don't
like
have
I
an
did
Xbox right now.
Well, yeah.
I get it for the Xbox.
I have an Xbox.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Nerd.
But yeah, man, PlayStation. It really. I mean, I don't think there's a doubt that Scorpio will be more powerful than PlayStation 4 Pro.
It just says Xbox One, Windows 10, and Steam.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So-
Interesting.
At the end of this console cycle, Microsoft will have the more powerful console out.
Indeed.
But if you don't have the games to back it up, man,
Yeah.
like damn, like the software is where you're gonna make your money. You know, everybody knows that.
And then what'll happen? So then, when PlayStation is ready to roll out PlayStation 5 or whatever it's
Yeah.
gonna be,
It's just gonna be
Um,
super beefy.
yeah, it's gonna be able to like take a look at what Scorpio's done, you know, iterate on that, and make a few changes or whatever. And then, so what is Microsoft gonna do? They're gonna come out with Xbox One, Xbox Slim, Scorpio in the middle of everything, and then another fucking here's
Yeah.
you know Xbox 2 or whatever. And, it's not. I don't know, dude. It seems like a boneheaded move.
Yeah.
It just feels like PlayStation's got it on lock right now.
It really
For real.
does.
Yeah.
And like I feel like we as PlayStation fans might be a small bit biased, but
Sure.
at the same time,
I mean,
like,
we're trying our best to be objective
yeah,
here, you know?
I've literally for weeks been thinking about this. Like, what other Xbox games can I buy this year? Like, I literally can't think of one that I'd rather even games that are on both consoles that I would rather have on Xbox.
No?
Yeah, I mean, look up. All right, you guys, look up Xbox One exclusive games 2017 because there have got to be. They have got to have something. And sure, we've got E3 and all this kind of thing coming out. We've got a bunch of shit coming up, but like, good Christ.
I mean, Halo Wars 2 just came out.
Yeah, which looks outstanding. Like I almost bought one of those Halo Wars bundles the other day just to fucking just to have it.
So this is just the first thing that popped up. I think it's from a website called Cheat Sheet. I don't really know them very well, but Halo Wars 2 they had mentioned, Cuphead they mentioned, Crackdown 3.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh sure. I mean, we
Yeah,
haven't heard
there's
anything.
additional-
That game's coming out. And,
and maybe this year.
yeah,
And
yeah, I bet you
I'm
it does.
sure you lost a bet, so you're gonna buy that game.
Sea of Thieves.
Okay, sure.
I'm not interested in it.
I don't give a
but
darn.
Yeah, Scalebound got canceled. State of Decay 2. Again, I don't care about that.
Okay, people do though.
Yeah.
Below looked cool, I believe.
I don't think Below is an exclusive anymore.
I hope it's not. And then a game called Ashen. Those are the first ones that pop up.
Ooh, what was Ashen?
I don't
That's
know.
familiar to me. I don't know what that is though. And Below, yeah, was that because Below is supposed to be the one that's kind of Dark Souls inspired a little bit. It's supposed to be like a top-down, super difficult type of thing there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tacoma.
Oh fuck! All right, that's a good one. And then We Happy Few too. That's two good ones.
Didn't that come?
No, not in its
That was just
glory.
like a thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. All right, so that's two that's two serious ones for me in my mind because Fulbright, the guys who did Gone Home, are doing Tacoma,
Oh,
Okay.
and then a bunch of ex Bioshock devs are doing that We Happy Few. So those are two fucking.
This is another website
Killer.
that says Below is an exclusive.
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
It looks cool to me.
Yeah, it does look cool. Below looks awesome. So 3.
It already came out.
And then plus Cuphead. If Below and Cuphead and then all those other things stay Xbox exclusives, there's a good fucking reason to have an Xbox.
So, Ashen is an open world
see.
third-person exploration game set in a sunless world. Ashen pits the player as a wandering figure looking for somewhere to call home.
Where's this coming from?
This is from a website called What Culture.
Ah.
I don't know you. Looks pretty interesting. Hit next if you want to go to the next.
Do this before bed tonight to burn belly fat.
no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
That one already came out. Everything
Alright. I think
gigantic. I don't know what that is.
we're good on that.
So it's a MOBA. Here's a War 4 already came out.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good, James.
I was going through the list. Fuck
Stop.
off.
Yeah, keep those fucking MOBAs on Xbox, okay?
Yeah.
Keep them on Xbox and PC and keep them away from a goddamn PlayStation. You know what? Everybody who likes MOBAs can go kill themselves.
Jesus, Jim. This
Jeez.
isn't the first time you said this.
But it's not the first time he's joked about it either.
Stop.
Don't alienate the small amount of fans we actually do have that are nothing.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Is the news over?
The news is over.
Can we finally talk about?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's
fucking
do it.
Talk about this.
We mentioned it already. Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh god, guys, it's so good. This game is fantastic. So Tiernan here has beaten it already.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well done.
have gotten
Thank
quite
you.
far into it. I'm level 42. The level cap is 50. I've got to be a couple, like maybe 2 main missions away from beating the game. Like I'm pretty darn close.
I haven't played it at all.
Yeah, he owns it, but he's been too busy doing other stuff, which is
Play
understandable.
XCOM.
And that's
Which is
fine.
excusable,
XCOM
yeah,
is
that's totally
super good.
I was playing XCOM at one.
I've been doing this other than Zelda, so like it totally it makes sense to me.
Evidently, I forgot that I bought the collector's edition. Or pre-ordered it.
Holy fuck! I totally forgot that. I forgot about that whole situation. You've had this game since then? That was
Yeah.
like. Oh well, it's not that long ago.
Yeah, it was 13 days ago.
I totally forgot about that. Oh wow! It really. I mean I feel very lucky to as you know, we're all PlayStation fans. I feel pretty lucky to have this as an exclusive. It's a huge boon for like the PlayStation brand and like a great reason to like go out and buy a PS4, dude.
Yeah, this is it's a new IP, so obviously maybe not that many people know about it, but it is a reason to own a PlayStation. Like,
Yeah.
It's you know.
It
it's
looks
so,
very pretty from what I've seen.
It's
Super
so good,
pretty.
and like this is the first game. So we talked about it before on the podcast where like I've gotten myself a new TV and I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. This is the first game I've played that I can literally I really can see a difference in 4K because it's a PlayStation exclusive, so it's obviously going to run it in the highest specs it can, and it's so pretty. Like it's one of the greatest looking games I've played in a long time, and part of it is just the technical aspect of it.
The what?
The technical aspect of
Oh.
it, like the actual hardware and software.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from that, it's also just a pretty game. The world is gorgeous.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah. Character models are a little wonky, like
Yeah, when
just
they
like any
talk, they
RPG where
seem-
the faces and stuff,
Yeah.
and you're just like, all right.
I was telling you earlier though, like, and this is where like it struck me a little bit. So there was a cutscene, and it was a cutscene, so obviously that they look a little bit better in the cutscenes. But it was raining out, and like you could tell that like the droplets of rain hitting the different parts of her armor had different effects on her armor. Like if it hit cloth, it would soak into the cloth like it would in real life. If it hit like a metal piece, like one of her bits of armor, like like metal armor got, it would kind of splat a little bit. It was the craziest thing I'd seen in a video game like in a long time as far
You know what
as
it reminds me of
fidelity.
is the first time that we saw Uncharted 1 on
And
PS3.
the water soaked his pants.
And how it
yeah.
just blew everybody's mind, and then I mean, that's what's so funny
It's
is because
very
like eventually that the idea that
Yeah.
this game it was the
The
prettiest thing
rain
around.
looked great.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nothing in the future for sure.
Yeah.
But it's so
like,
good.
how do we sell this game? Well, the rain looks really cool.
The game is so good. It's a very very cool idea. Great, one of the best new IPs I've seen in a long time. And easily it's like very quickly climbing like the list of like my top favorite games. Like it's so good. And I don't want to hype it up too much. I know it's too late for that, but I love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's the greatest game of all time and that ever will be, so says James St. Pierre.
That's
I
false.
think one of the things that
But-
makes it so good, and Jim Sterling put this pretty well, but I was thinking it while playing this, like all right, so like you can pick things out of this game that it draws from other games, and so
Sure.
like it essentially just kind of like takes all the best shit from all the different awesome genres and then puts it all in one fucking thing, So like. It's very Tomb Raider, right? Where
climbing around and stuff like that.
climbing
Not so
around,
much
using the bow and
puzzles,
arrow.
but like
Yeah, not tons of puzzles, but like in terms of like the way she plays kind of like Laura Croft,
sure, I can see your point there.
Yeah, the open world like definitely evokes like what is it, either Far Cry or the openness of the world feels like Far Cry 4 to me. That's the closest that the world I feel like feels
okay.
like. The narrative itself, I mean, reminds me a lot of some of the best RPGs out there, things like Mass Effect and that kind of thing, because she is a super compelling character, and
She's
you
so
you
good,
do
yeah.
fall in. The beginning is a little slow, but I think it helps later with the narrative,
Agreed.
Great story, really, really good writing. It's super imaginative. So I mean, like some of the twists and turns in this in the story are just like fuck.
Well, and
Like I did not see it coming.
Yeah, man, and I was talking to somebody who had beaten this game very quickly. Like he had beaten it, and platinumed it like a week after it had released.
Yeah, that's how you know that you're not playing it right.
Well, either way, like this guy,
I feel like
You're successful at the game.
Yeah.
We were talking about the game, and I was saying like, I was kind of doing the same thing I've been doing. I was just like, oh my god, I love it. It's so good. And this guy was like a little bit talking trash about it, where it's just like, yeah, like it was fun to play, and like I had a good time or whatever. But like, man, the story was like kind of generic and shit. It's just like.
Please leave, sir.
Yeah.
Please leave.
So the last time I sat down and got a few hours to play the game, I won't spoil anything here. This is
no spoilers.
100% spoiler free. But I
How's
came
the
upon a
game?
mission. I came upon a mission that like was a revelation in the story, and it explained a lot of stuff. And dude, like for real, I was sitting there with my jaw just open. Like I was
Yeah.
what? Like it was so
Well,
awesome.
you know what, and not to
so
totally
good.
dog that guy, but that is the opinion of a
bullshit,
man who
yeah.
smashes through a game like
And
this
doesn't
in
pay
5
attention,
days
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, you know, I mean, like that's like, and God bless our friend Lucas, but that's
Oh,
like asking our friend
yeah.
Lucas about like, hey, how's the story?
Yeah, like what did you do here?
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Luke would be like, well, I shot a bunch of deer machines. You know, and so
Yeah,
like that.
Gun them down without hesitation.
Well,
Yeah.
bowed them down.
The other thing that I like about it is that it's not like Fallout 4 in that the mission structure. It's more like Fallout 3 where the mission structure is just like, all right, so go here, and then these people will tell you this, and it's something kind of unexpected, and they'll point you in this direction, and then eventually like you kind of wind up here, and like
Yeah, there's not like courier missions.
yeah,
you know, like,
it's
there's
it's
very
not
much
one of these
that.
like go into that building and fucking shoot everything.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, sure there are missions like that,
A
and
couple.
sometimes they're fun. You know, but I
The
mean,
combat's
the most
great in this game. Oh, it's
super
so
awesome combat, dude.
fun. Yeah.
You know, and new things and familiar things. You know, like I said, like it's an amalgam of a lot of the just the best things that we've seen in video games, and God bless fucking Guerrilla, dude. You know, I mean, 'cause
Oh,
these guys have been doing Killzone. And I've never been a Killzone fan.
Me
You know, I
neither.
wish we had
I've never
Augie here
played-
because
yeah.
Augie could like speak to.
I've
you
never
know,
played one Killzone game.
I've played a few Killzone games, but that's not our genre, and it's not. Augie's our first-person shooter guy, you know. But like, I can't really speak to any of the merits of what Guerrilla has done before, other than that.
I
like,
know they're.
they've always been pretty.
Yeah,
games,
that's what I was
you
going
know?
to say.
Yeah.
Graphically, they've always been great.
But
Yeah,
like,
because
man,
the new Killzone was like one of the hallmark games for how pretty the
Yeah,
PlayStation
what the
4
PS4
was.
yeah,
do,
definitely. And they have just super extended that into this like crazy, and the open world, and that's another nice thing about it is I think they kind of got it pretty well in terms like, I mean, this is a big fucking game, but
Yeah.
it's not overwhelming in like the Witcher style, because Witcher
Yeah.
you really have to like get used to like how fucking grand it is. You
And
know?
that's one thing that I personally couldn't do. Like
I eventually got there,
yeah.
and I appreciate The Witcher. Like, I still feel like The Witcher is probably better than this game. And for every little detail that you can point out in Horizon, with maybe the exception of the combat for me, I think I like the combat in Horizon better. The Witcher kind of one-ups Horizon
Sure.
in most things.
I
would say.
can see your point.
I
there.
like Horizon better though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Witcher's a better game, but I like Horizon better.
Witcher is also a game where, like, because it is so daunting, like, that steers a lot of people away.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
steered me
yeah.
away, like, and that's...
It's also really like cut away from its last game.
Right. And not to, like, talk down to The Witcher, because, like, I totally respect what The Witcher is and all that stuff. Like, that's a bit of a detriment, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not, that's a negative thing I can say about that game. It's just too, like, I couldn't get into it because it's just too much. Like, it's crazy. But it's also a good thing to say about the game too, because that means the developers were just like super hyper creative and very
Just
very
pour
like,
everything
labor of
into it.
love and all that stuff. So like it works both ways a little bit.
The Witcher is certainly mired in its own kind of like all like the previous games and then
Yeah.
the books and all this kind of thing. I mean, and then with like the breadth of the world and this
Yeah.
kind of thing. There are so many things that will hold people back from going. You can jump right into Horizon. You don't need to know shit about
brand new
one
IP,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And
no books,
and how
yeah.
exciting is that? Like brand new open world, and we've been talking about this game for fucking years. Remember when we were like, like Guerrilla, they hired a guy who wrote for Fallout New Vegas. Like, what is Guerrilla doing? Are they doing an open world RPG? And then here comes this fucking thing.
Yeah, and it's like one of the best games ever.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's so exciting. And again, as and we're pretty open about like being PlayStation fanboys
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
are.
I mean, like, and we, we
I
try
have
to
an
be balanced.
Xbox. I you know,
Yeah.
I turn my Xbox on occasionally. Mostly, I play Rock Band with my girlfriend.
Yeah, and we try and be balanced, and we certainly do our very best. Maybe not Augie. The rest of us try and do our very best.
Augie will claim to the moon that he's not a fanboy. But
We try and give Xbox its due diligence and give it like its pats on the backs where it
where it deserves them. Yeah.
But like, how exciting is it to once again, man?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's all about the games, man. Like it's all about the again, not to keep beating this horse, but like the game lineup is so insane and
and they're all
It's so great.
and they're all in like what I would say is like they're not just like mass appeal type games that are I mean like when you look at things like this, or when you look at Until Dawn, or the potential that Detroit has and this kind of thing,
Detroit is not going to sell well. Like, I mean,
you know what, dude? With the way that like Twitch streaming is and this kind of thing now, and I mean those kind of things will catch on. That's what happened to Until Dawn. Like Until Dawn saw more success than they thought they were going
That's
to
true,
because of the internet popularity.
all right, I'll revise my statement. It won't have a great launch.
It's not going to sell
That's a
gangbusters.
niche game. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
niche game. You know, man. Like it's very much not for everyone.
Well, let's just hope they fucking deliver, because Beyond
Yeah.
was kind of like a little bit of a stinker.
God, yeah.
It was fine.
Beyond was an
It's
okay
fine, yeah,
game.
yeah.
It wasn't bad by any means. It just wasn't great, and it definitely didn't live up to And I don't want to compare it to Heavy Rain, but like Heavy Rain was something special, and like they couldn't recreate that with Beyond.
Yeah.
And I was stoked for that game too. I couldn't wait for it.
So good, man.
Very good. Yeah.
So good. Here's the last thing that I'll say about it. Now, and we're going to talk about Zelda a little bit. Zelda universally has received 10 out of 10s.
Yeah,
just
I
like,
mean, it's been.
its Metacritic is something like 98.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Mhm.
there's nobody says anything fucking bad about Zelda. Are we
There-
going to talk about Zelda next?
I feel
Yeah,
like
okay.
and this is just totally me being like a devil's advocate a little bit, but like, if it wasn't Zelda, would
That's
it be
exactly what
getting
I'm saying.
the
I feel like
reviews?
Zelda is even subconsciously with some people is certainly
It has to be
cashing
good,
in
yeah.
on its
Yeah,
it's
it
a
being-
renowned series. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So like I started playing Zelda not too long ago, and while playing this, where like I was excited, I had my Switch. I was just like, all right, let's try this out. Initially, I was just like, this is really neat. It's cool. The music's cool. It's serene, But then when I started playing it, I was just like, these controls like are from like 8 years ago. Like this game controls like shit. This is annoying. This mechanic is annoying. This mechanic is annoying. That mechanic is annoying.
And everybody's overlooking that shit because
Yeah,
it's Zelda.
because it's Zelda, So I mean, like, I honestly, and I have to play, and now, but also, like, right off the bat, Zelda is clearly made with like tons and tons and tons of love. Like, it's a very loving fucking. It's a very happy kind of.
Yeah.
It's uniquely kind of Nintendo. But this game has gotten really, really good reviews.
But not as good.
It not nearly as good, and it's a little bit disappointing. And I want to reserve like my absolute kind of judgment on this thing until I've played way more of Zelda, because I sunk
Sure.
like good 30.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea how much.
You must have done more than that.
Probably
man,
more
'cause
than
I'm at like 33 and I haven't
Are
played
ya?
the game yet. Yeah,
Okay.
you must have done like close to 40 at least.
Yeah, and I play games slow. But I'm gonna be a little bit bummed out, dude, because like I feel like I'm gonna